The story of William Afton and his daughter Elizabeth has always been one of the most haunting threads in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. The tragedy of a father who builds a machine that kills his own child is one of the most defining moments in the series. But what if the entire premise that Afton made Circus Baby to kill Elizabeth is wrong? What if the truth is far more complex, and far more human? William Afton was a man obsessed with death. He built machines to capture, contain, and manipulate life and death itself. But when it came to Circus Baby, something doesn't add up. He tells Elizabeth that he made her, just for her, yet forbids her from going near it. If his goal was to kill her, why warn her at all? Why not simply let her approach the animatronic and let the inevitable happen? The contradiction is clear. Afton's actions don't align with the idea that he wanted Elizabeth dead. If he truly wanted to use her for experiments, he could have done so directly. He didn't need to build an entire entertainment complex, staff it, and risk exposure. Instead, he built something that symbolized his obsession with creation, something meant to entertain and capture children, not his own daughter. Circus Baby's design is unique among Afton's creations. She's not just a killer robot, she's a performer, a container and a manipulator. Her programming is layered with kindness and deception. She lures children with ice cream, then captures them. This duality, nurture and destruction, reflects Afton's own fractured psyche. When Afton told Elizabeth to stay away, it wasn't because he wanted to protect her from the world. It was because he knew what Circus Baby was capable of. He knew that his creation was dangerous, unpredictable, and not ready. He made Circus Baby for Elizabeth in concept, a gift, a symbol of his plans or even love twisted by obsession, but not to kill her. The tragedy is that Elizabeth's curiosity and neglect of her father's warning led to her death. After Elizabeth's death, Afton immediately shuts down Circus Baby's Pizza World. This is not the action of a man who achieved his goal. It's the reaction of a man who lost something important. He doesn't continue the project, he dismantles it. He repurposes the animatronics into rental units, stripping them of their original purpose. This shift marks a turning point in Afton's descent. His obsession with control becomes an obsession with immortality, leading him back to the original missing children incident and, ultimately, his own death. If Afton's goal had been to kill Elizabeth, her death would have been a success. Instead, it's a failure that derails his entire operation. The shutdown of the facility is an act of grief disguised as practicality. Neglect is a recurring theme throughout the FNAF series. Parents, creators, and corporations all fail to protect the children in their care. Some even going as far as ignoring those who need help as seen in the movie. Afton's neglect is emotional and immoral. He's so consumed by his work that he fails to see the danger he's created even towards his own. Elizabeth's death is not the result of malice but of neglect. This theme reappears in the Mimic storyline. Edwin Murray, the creator of the Mimic, loses his son in a tragic accident. His response is not to rejoice or move on, but to bury himself in his work. He creates the Mimic as a way to cope, to fill the void left by his child. But his obsession spirals out of control, leading to the creation of MXES. Transformed by M1, then M2, artificial intelligences that mirror his grief and guilt, and his aggression towards the Mimic when he can't take it anymore, which led to his own death. Both Afton and Murray are men destroyed by neglect, of their children, of their emotions, and of their humanity. Their creations become reflections of their failures. Both men lose their children due to neglect. Both respond by immersing themselves in their work. Both create machines that reflect their grief. And both see their legacies crumble under the weight of their obsessions. The Mimic, the AI that learns through imitation. It mimics human behavior, emotions, and even cruelty. This mirrors how Afton's creations mimic life but lack empathy. The Mimic's story is a modern echo of Afton's tragedy, a new generation repeating the same mistakes. Fazbear Entertainment's involvement ties these stories together. The company exploits grief, obsession, and neglect for profit. Murray's collapse mirrors Afton's, showing that the cycle of neglect, violence, and abuse continues long after the original creator is gone. Afton still has some sort of an imprint, you get it. The Mimic, or M2, even becomes a digital reflection of Afton's legacy, a machine born from loss, programmed by neglect, and driven by obsession. When Afton said he made Circus Baby for her, it wasn't a lie. He made it for Elizabeth in the same way a parent might build a playground for their child, something meant to bring joy even while they are busy. If Elizabeth had gone with someone, she would have lived. If he had kept the robot just as a performer and stopped his plans to grieve healthily, she would have lived. Just like if Edwin listened to his lawyer, his son would have survived. But his inability to separate his work from their obsession, either over work or what Afton was trying to do, turned that gift into a weapon. Circus Baby was never meant to kill Elizabeth, she was meant to represent his love, his pride, his plans, and his marveled genius. But neglect and his relentless pursuit turned that sliver of love into tragedy. Afton didn't want Elizabeth dead, but in his actions and desires, he forgot the one thing that mattered most, safety of his child who didn't know any better. The tragedy of Circus Baby isn't that she was built to kill, it's that she was built without caution under the guise that he had full control over his child and get his plans done. The story of William Afton and Edwin Murray are two sides of the same coin. Both men lose their children to neglect. However, what they choose to do after is what determines whether or not they are good or bad, especially in the FNAF community's eyes. Both try to fill the void with creation, their work, with their motives whatever that may be. Both end up consumed by their obsessions. The machines they build, Circus Baby and the Mimic, become monuments to their failures as fathers. The tragedy of FNAF isn't just about haunted animatronics or vengeful spirits. It's also about the human cost of neglect. It's about creators who lose sight of what they're creating for. Afton didn't make Circus Baby to kill or nanny cam Elizabeth like he tried to do with the crying child. Not saying he tried to kill the crying child, he tried to control, protect them. He made it for her to show her that he loved her at least to some degree, even if he also gave the animatronic a dual purpose to entertain and kill, and that love, twisted by obsession, control, fear, anger, and neglect, became one of the very things that destroyed them both. Just like Edwin and his Mimic programs. Before I end this, I just wanted to ponder whether or not the crying child knew that the voice in his Fredbear plush was his father's. I personally think he did know, considering Afton doesn't seem to type to try forcing a fake voice. Though with the inconsistencies and lore changes, even this theory could be proven wrong by the next game. There are also the weird implications of Nightmare Freddy's endo being in Murray's mansion's closet. Nobody brought this up yet. What is going on with that? Thank you for watching, and please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help me save up for college.